Domestic violence is the most common type of gender-based violence in Uganda, with 17,698 cases reported in 2022, more than 17,533 in 2021, according to the 2022 Annual Crime Report. The Minister of State for Gender and Culture Affairs, Honorable Peace Mutuuzo, noted that so far, about 46,481 survivors have sought support in the 23 GBV shelters, and of which 40,714 are female and 5,766 were males. 443 were persons with disabilities. She urged the public to desist from tormenting one another and maintain peace and harmony in the community.
Continue to pursue equality. So if you don't grant it peacefully, somebody will force it to come, which is not a fair way. The best way is not to emphasize on masculinity, is not to emphasize being a man or a male, or being a woman who is hard, who is very empowered above your husband. That is not the correct way. According to the 2022 Uganda Demographic and Health Survey, the lifetime prevalence of intimate partner violence and physical violence among ever-partnered women was 45%, the highest being Acholi sub-region at 78%, and sexual violence was 36%, with the highest being in the regions of Acholi 64% and Bukedi 61%. In Uganda, about half of the women face economic violence, 47% of which, 2 in every 10 women. 23% are forced to give their earnings to their partners. Honorable Mutuuzo called on men to desist from violating women's rights and respect them if the country is to develop. For the last 4 years, we have been advocating for male engagement. Because sometimes men do not torture men because they wish, they don't torture women because they just wish, because they're socialized to do that. We lose more when we torture women. And the country loses more when women are stressed, because they are the biggest workforce that is reliable. Earlier they dropped violence and the negative masculinity, which makes them feel they have everything and they have all the energy to torture others, the better. The lifetime prevalence of physical or sexual violence, or both, by intimate partner is 56%, according to the 2022 Uganda Demographic and Health Survey. It is also noted that out of the over 40,000 survivors who have sought support in the 23 GBV shelters in Uganda, 443 were males. Honorable Mutuuzo also encouraged men to continue speaking up when they are tortured. Let this year end violence against men and women. And the beginning is by men reporting women who are violating their rights. We shall hold that woman, take her to the University of Understanding, counsel her, reprimand her, and protect you. Please continue reporting about those vices, if they are there. This year's national launch of the 16 Days of Activism campaign will be held on the 24th of November 2023 at Siriba Primary School, Bweyale Town Council, Chiriandongo District, to increase awareness on effects of gender-based violence on men and women.